good morning everybody. Today's workout is going to be just a little bit different than what we have been doing. We're going to split this up into two big blocks. We're going to start off working with our kettlebell. Again, if you have multiples, you can grab one heavy, one light, but you're going to need something that you're comfortable pressing overhead. And then the second half of our workout, we're going to be using a set of dumbbells. You don't need to go super heavy with these ones, something that you're comfortable holding out to the side. That being said, let's start warming up. Drawing big circles with our arms, trying to keep our hips locked in place. I hope you are all enjoying your week so far. Pull those circles backwards. And hug your right arm to your body. Rotate to the left side of the room. And switch sides. Facing forward, alternate front lunge. Waking our bodies up right now, not going too hard or too fast. Keep these lunges going. Today will be a full body workout, and we will be coming down to the ground a little bit, so make sure that you have something for your ground work if you're working out on a harder floor. Otherwise, if you're in your living room on your carpet, you should probably be fine. And that being said, come down to the ground. We're going to push our hips back into our downward dog. We're going to start to pedal our heels. And as we come back down, tap your feet out to the sides. Make sure that you're keeping your butt low. So we're not doing our high butt right now. We're in our proper plank. Tap off to the sides. Focusing on our breathing patterns. And right foot, excuse me, right foot by your right hand, pulse your hips. We will still be working in our normal time scheme. So we're going to be doing all these exercises 45 seconds on with 15 seconds in between. Switch legs. Bring it back, walk your hands back, come all the way up to standing. So before we get started, again, kettlebell, something that you're comfortable pressing overhead. We are going to be doing some leg stuff, so if you want something heavier for our leg-based moves, that is fine by me. Dumbbells, you don't need to go super heavy with. Yeah, we're not doing any heavy things with the dumbbell, so something that you're comfortable holding out to the side. And yeah, let's get started. We're going to start off, like I said, with our kettlebell. We're going to go in our right hand, and it's going to be our right leg moving. So I'm going to start off with the back lunge. So right leg back, lunge as I come up. Single leg deadlift. And then load back up onto your right leg. So right leg back, and then shoulders forward. That is going to be our first move. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, and kettlebell in your right hand, right leg back. Lunge, bring it up, slow here. Lunge and hinge. Keep this going. Like always, if you do not have a kettlebell at home with you, a dumbbell should be fine for most of these moves. We will be doing some swinging moves. Not as easy with a dumbbell, but you should be fine. You have 10 seconds left here. We are going to stay in our right hand. Last 3, 2, 1, and racked in your right hand. We're going to swing, we're going to rack, and we're going to press. So push it away, swing, rack it, push it to the ceiling. In 3, 2, 1, swing, clean, press it up. Keep it going. If you're not comfortable with the swing, hinge, rack it, and press. Have about 15 seconds left here. We're going to go 2 hands on the kettlebell next. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and 2 hands. Bottom up. We're going to be mixing our halo with our tricep press. So we're going to go behind the head, push it up to the ceiling, drop it back down, bring it over onto the other side, and then reverse it. We are going in 3, 2, 1. Push it to the right, all the way behind the head, tricep press, pull it over to the left, now push to the left, tricep, bring it back. You're trying to get it low in the back. So I know that these are called halos, but try to get it more around your neck than around the top of your head. We have about 15 seconds left. Last 5, 2, 1, and we are going to stay low in our figure 8. So load up into your squat, loop it through the legs. We're going in 7 seconds. So stay low in your squat, figure 8 through the legs. 2, 1, begin. Work your timing on your catch and release. Notice it's staying pretty close to my legs. I'm not trying to swing it out and go crazy with it. Be careful, especially if you've got a window right behind you. Make sure that you're comfortable with that catch and release, but try to keep your legs loaded up. We're going to come down to the ground next. You still have 10 seconds here. Last 3, 2, 1, and coming down to the ground. We're going to start off on our back. Kettlebell still in your right hand. If you haven't done the scorpion sit-ups with me yet, do the first couple without weight, or grab one of your lighter dumbbells. We're going to be on our backs, right hand up to the ceiling, and our right hand is going to stay pointed to the ceiling the entire time. My right leg is going to fold over, and as I come back up, I'm going to throw my foot down, sit all the way up, slow as I come back down. Same leg folds over every time. So we have our scorpion sit-ups. Let's go in 10 seconds. Try this without a weight if you haven't done this before. In 3, 2, 1, right leg folds over. Control up, and down. Nice and slow. The only part where there should be an explosion is to sit up. Control it down. Fold over, slow. Power up. Control down. Keep it going. You're not flopping onto your back. You're going to try to slowly roll onto your back as you go down. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and kettlebell down. We're going body weight now. We're going to flip over. We're going to go into a forearm plank. And we're going to do butt-ups. So forearm plank. Butt pushes up to the ceiling. Control back down. We are going in 3, 2, 1. Push your butt up. Control down. Moving slow here. Give yourself a couple of seconds in each position. We have one more body weight round that we're going to be doing. You have about 15 seconds left here. And then we're going to go back to our kettlebell. All right, last 5, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to load up into our beast position. That's our tabletop without our knees touching the ground. So from our beast, we're going to alternate shoulder taps to knee taps. So load up, tap your shoulders, tap your knees. We are going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, load up. Tap your shoulders, tap your knees. Your goal here is to keep your knees just a little bit off the ground the entire time and try not to let them wobble too much. If this is too easy for you, both at the same time. If you fall on your face while doing that though, we're starting the workout over. On our last 5 seconds here, we're going to go onto our backs again. 3, 2, 1, and now we have our scorpions on our left. So load up your left hand, left leg folds over, power as you sit up. Give you a second to get into position here. So again, left hand points to the ceiling, left leg folds over, power as you come up. We are going in 3, 2, 1, left leg moving. Tap it over, power up. Slow as you come back down. Try to get a good exhale every time you power up. 15 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and that's going to bring us back up to standing. Body should be feeling pretty good right about now. We're going to add a little bit of plyo here. Make sure that you know where your equipment is at so that you're not jumping on your dumbbells or tripping over your mat. You're going to start kettlebell between your feet, touching the ground. We are going to jump, little lateral hop, tap the ground, do a double clean. So tap the ground, I'm doing this as a squat, not as a hinge. So get your butt low, tap the ground, hop, tap the ground, tuck your elbows in as you come up. So you'll notice during my arms being down, hands on top of the handle, when I bring it up, I'm sliding my hand from the top to the side, tucking my elbows in. So from the ground, hop, tap, bring it up. In 3, 2, 1. From the ground, hop to the side. Bring it up. Tap down, hop, tap, rack. Keep this going. Focus on your breath as you're doing this. Less than 15 seconds to go. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and kettlebell on the ground. We are doing our best to not kick it. We're going to tap our toes on top. Make sure your arms are moving. Make sure you're powering off your back leg. We are going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Tap your toes on top. If you're getting bored, stand static here. Travel around the bell as you do it. Again, make sure you're focusing on your breathing. We have 5 more moves to work through before we're done with our first section. Last 10 seconds here. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and we are going to rack. In our left hand, we are doing our swing, clean, and press. That's going 7 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, swing, rack, push it up to the ceiling. Remember, if you're not comfortable with the swing, even if you feel like, I'm kind of like 70% comfortable with the swing, don't do it. If I'm not there helping you out to make sure your form is going well, it's not worth it. If you have questions on the swing, send me a message, text me or call me, and I can help you out. So if you're not comfortable with the swing, just hinge, rack, and press. You have 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to let it hang down on the left. Left leg back lunge. As we come up, single leg deadlift. In 3, 2, 1. Load up your left leg. Stand up tall. Fold at the hips as far as mobility allows. We have 3 moves left, and then we have a little break. We're going into our jumping jack swing in about 15 seconds. Same thing if you're not comfortable swinging on this next move, you're just doing deadlifts. Last 3, 2, 1, and jumping jack swing. So that's our normal swing. We hinge at the hips, power as we come up. Only every time the kettlebell's in front of you, feet together, feet apart. Make sure you're working your timing on that one. 3, 2, 1, and jumping jack swing. Begin. Fold at the hips. So again, this is a hinge as you're swinging. When it's weightless in front of you, feet together, feet apart. You gotta do it quick. Otherwise that kettlebell is gonna smack you in the legs. If you're not good on the timing here, basic swings. Got a little bit more jumping coming up next. 10 seconds here. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and kettlebell between your feet. We're making sure that we're doing a squat. Again, not a hinge now, a squat. We're gonna get our hips low to grab our kettlebell. We're gonna do a jump. We're gonna set it down. We're gonna walk into a plank. Completely reload our body before we pick it up again. Jump, set it down, and walk out. In 3, 2, 1, and power up. Set it down into your plank. You're welcome to add a push-up here. Make sure your body's completely reloaded. So when I'm walking back, I'm not going to try to pick up the kettlebell and start my jump from here. I'm getting my spine neutral, I'm getting my quads loaded. Power up, ease it down. Less than 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and 2-hand grip on your kettlebell. I don't care how you're holding it. I like the bottoms up, but you can go goblet, or you can go squeeze. We're just gonna keep it at our chest. We're going wide stance. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to get close to tapping my knee to the ground, but I'm not gonna rest down on it. When I'm here, push it away. Bring it back up. Get low on the other side. Push it away. We're moving slow. We're going in 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Pivot into your lunge. Shoulders stay over your hips. Push it away. Pull it back. Stand up and switch. Bonus points if during your switch you stay low. You can keep your legs loaded to make this more fun. This is our last move on this block. I don't know how it went by so fast, but you got a little break coming up in about 15 seconds. Legs should be talking to you right now. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Good job, guys. Take a little break right now. Try not to go into rest mode. Keep your body moving, even if you're just standing still and kind of moving your arms some, or walking and pacing. So let the breath come back down. Get something to drink, and we're going to come back down to the ground in just a minute. It's going to be our last little kettlebell section before we finish off with our dumbbells. So we still have quite a bit of the workout left. We are going to go into several Turkish get-ups to finish off our kettlebell section here. And same thing that I was saying with those scorpion sit-ups. If you haven't done the Turkish get-up with me, or if you're not familiar with the move, feel free to use one of the lighter dumbbells, or feel free to do this pretending that you're holding onto a weight. You can do this minding that you have a weight in your hand, just to go through the movements. If you're not familiar, the Turkish get-up is the ungraceful and clunky act of coming from laying down on the ground to standing up and then getting back down. There is not really a pretty way to do it. It does work your entire body. We're going to be working shoulder mobility. We're going to be working core and legs. So yes, if you're not comfortable, or if you haven't done this before, at least do the first couple with light weight or no weight at all. And if you're feeling strong enough to add some weight, we do have a few of these as we're going to be going on. We're going to start off in our right hand. We will be alternating hands during this section, so we're not going to do all on the right hand and then all on the left. We're going to come all the way up and down on our right, switch over. Big thing before we get started, we do not ever transfer the weight over our face when we're laying down. What I mean is, when I say that we're going from the right to the left, you're not going to pick it up over your face. You're going to do a rainbow arc over your head. Especially once we're starting to get into our fatigue zone, the last thing you want with your sweaty hands and your tired muscles is to drop it on your head. So when we switch hands, rainbow arc over the top of the head, we do not go over our face. So we're going to start off right hand up to the ceiling. This break has already been way too long. We're going to start right hand pointing to the ceiling, weighted or not weighted. Get your right foot as close to your butt as you can. So right foot to your butt, right hand to the ceiling. If you have done these with me before, remember you are on my tempo right now. You're not powering through these even if you're comfortable with the movement. So go with my tempo. I'm going to be talking the entire way through it. Left hand out to the side. We're going to go up to our elbow, up to our palm. We're going to lift our hips up. Now our left leg is going to drag through. We're going to plant our knee to the ground. And we're going to bring our shoulders up. Pivot your back leg so that both legs are pointing forward. Stand up. Now we get to go in reverse. Left leg back, knee to the ground. Pivot that left leg. Find the ground with your left hand. And now kick your left leg through. Drop your butt. Drop your elbow. Drop your shoulders. Weight down to the ground. Rainbow arc over the top of your head, not over your face. Now we're in our left, which means our left foot comes all the way to our butt. Left hand up to the ceiling. Right arm stabilizing off to the side. And to the elbow. To the palm. Butts up. Drag your right leg through. Knee to the ground. Shoulders up. Pivot your right leg. Stand all the way up. And bring it back. Right leg back. Knee to the ground. Pivot your right leg. Right hand finds the ground. Kick through. Drop your butt. To your elbow. Shoulders down. Kettlebell down. Switch. Rainbow arc over the top. Into your right hand. Right foot to your butt. Begin. Elbow. Palm. Hips. Drag your leg through. Knee to the ground. Shoulders. Windshield wiper your back leg. Stand up. And back. Left leg back. Pivot the leg. Find the ground. Kick through. Butt down. Elbow. And shoulders. Switch sides. Left hand. Left foot to your butt. Begin. Elbow. Palm. Hips. Drag through. Shoulders. Pivot. Stand up. Bring it back. Right leg back. Pivot the leg. Find the ground. kick through. Make sure when you're doing your kick through, you're keeping your hips high, butt down, elbow, shoulders, and switch. Let's keep this going. I'm having fun. Right foot to your butt, right hand to the ceiling. Remember, you're on my tempo. Elbow, palm, hips, drag through, shoulders, pivot, stand up, and reverse it. Left leg back, pivot, find the ground, kick through, hips high, drop down, elbow, shoulders, and switch. We're starting to get the hang of it. Left hand, left foot to your butt. Begin, elbow, palm, hips, drag through, shoulders, pivot, stand up, bring it back, right leg back, pivot, find the ground, kick through. Maybe we should just hang out here for a while. This is kind of fun for me. I wish you guys were actually in class with me so that I could see you getting mad, see you getting grumpy with me, hear all those curse words that you utter underneath your breath. Drop your butt, elbow down, shoulders down, and set your kettlebell off to the side. Good job, everybody. We got our Turkish get-ups done. That's going to bring us on to our dumbbells here in just a moment. With our dumbbells, sorry, I lost my place. We are going to start standing. We are going to move to the ground, and then we're going to finish standing. So we have some up and down. We are going to be adding just a couple of body weight exercises in here as well. But we're going to power through our dumbbell rounds, and then our workout's going to be done. We're going to start off in our fighter stance. We are going to be doing some jumping here, so make sure you know again where all of your equipment is at. I'm sorry that I repeat myself so much on things like this, but it does not feel good to accidentally land on a weight or to kick a kettlebell. We're going to start off in fighter stance. So we're going to load up our dumbbells. Feet facing the side of the room. We're going to start with our left hand forward. We're going to flip around to get the other side in just a minute. But left hand should be forward. Eyes stay facing forward the entire time. So you're not looking the direction of your feet. You're looking over your left shoulder. And you're loaded up like you're trying to block somebody from hitting you. We're going to go our 1-1-2. So it's going to be left, left, right. When I do that right hand, so it's jab, jab, I'm going to pivot my back leg to punch into it. So it's going to be 1, 1, 2, hop forward, 1, 1, 2, hop back. Doesn't have to be a big jump. You're not seeing how far you can jump. Just a little hop back and forth. If you're going low impact here, keep the punches the same. 1, 1, 2, step forward, 1, 1, 2, step back. So you're going to be going back and forth no matter what. Let's start off in 10 seconds. Left hand forward. In 5, 3, 2, 1, left, left, right, hop forward, left, left, right, hop back. Keep this going, and once you find your rhythm here, speed it up. So legs are loaded, you don't have your knees locked out. 1, 1, 2, Forward, 1, 1, 2, and back. Find your tempo. You have 15 seconds left. We're going to slow it down for the next move. 5, 3, 2, 1. Facing forward. We're going to keep our arms up at our shoulders, alternating curtsies. Every time we get to the bottom, we're going to press. So curtsy, press at the bottom, stand up, switch legs. So get a press every time you're at the bottom. We're going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Curtsy. Press. Stand back up. And switch sides. We're going to load up into our fighter stance again next. This time, right hand forward. You still have quite a bit of time here, though, don't worry. Nice and slow. Remember, we're not allowing our hips to make a big rotation when we curtsy. We're just trying to get one knee to the outside of the other ankle. Keep it going. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and back into your fighter stance. Feet to the side, eyes forward. With your right hand, right, right, left. Bring it forward, right, right, left. Bring it back. We are going in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Right, right, left. Hop forward, right, right, left. Hop back. Keep it moving. Got a fun one coming up next. Get 15 more seconds here. Last 3, 2, 1, and we are going to start off in a plank. I know I've talked about this before. If the size of your dumbbells allow, I like to have the dumbbells on the ground, and I like to keep my hands on them. If you don't have a dumbbell that has a flat side, like this one, it's not going to roll around. If you have one that's more of a circle and you don't feel stable on it, hands on the ground during your plank, or if the actual weighted part is too small and you just feel like your knuckles are digging into the ground, that's not comfortable either. So you can have your hands on the center between them. We're going to start off in a plank. However you can get there, I like to hop in like I'm coming up from a burpee, but if you need to, step in. We're going to load up and we're going to stay in a squat while we do a bicep curl, and then we're going to hop back out. So from your plank, hop in, curl, hop back out. Curl, hop back out. Let's go in 10 seconds. So step in and step out, or hop in and hop out. In 3, 2, 1, begin. In, bicep curl, set them down, hop back out. You can always add in more push-ups here. This isn't one of the mean times where I'm saying, hey, add in push-ups if you're feeling good, and then by the way, we have push-ups coming up next. We don't have any push-ups coming up next, so feel free to add in those push-ups right now. Keep it going. You have about 10 seconds left, and then we're going to lay down on our back. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and flip over onto your back. So imagine that I'm laying down right now. We're going to be doing a chest fly. So we're going to start with the dumbbells right overhead, right over our chest, straight line. We're going to open up, feel the stretch through the chest, and then squeeze through the chest to bring it back to center. As we're doing this, our legs are going to be moving at the same time. So when my arms come up, my legs are going to come up. So if I'm on my back, this is my top position, and then legs fold back down as my arms go down. So when the dumbbells are up, my legs are up. When the dumbbells are down, my legs are down. If you want to add a little crunch push at the top or a leg lift at the top, I'm not going to stop you. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Everything extends out. Everything squeezes back in. So legs and arms go down at the same time. Legs and arms come up at the same time. Make sure lower back is staying strong. If you're feeling tension in your lumbar as you're extending your legs, do the same thing with your knees brought in just a little bit. Tap your heels to the ground and bring it back up. So you can do this with your legs at 90 degrees if you want. We're going to come into a side plank next, which I know you're excited for. 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to come onto our left forearm. Foot position doesn't really matter to me. I know some people like to stack their feet. I like to have my feet staggered out just a little bit. And if you're really struggling here with the side plank, so left forearm on the ground. If you're struggling, drag your left knee in a little bit so you can use it as a kickstand. We're going to have the dumbbell in our right hand. I'm going to push it up to the ceiling. I'm going to control it back down to the ground. So we're going into a side plank in 3, 2, 1. Up to the ceiling, down to the ground. Keep those hips up high. Make sure you're breathing. The dumbbell should be staying pretty close to your body, so I'm not going to straight arm it up. I'm going to pull it up so it's still close to my chest, and then extend up to the ceiling and then drop it back down close to my body. So you should be able to do this like you're right up against a wall. Last 3, 2, 1, and flip over. We're going to go back into our beast position. We don't need our dumbbells for this one. We're going to go into our beast. We're doing our kick throughs. So left hand comes up, right leg kicks through, bring it back to center, and switch. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and kick through, and switch. You can add a little hop in between, or a big hop in between. 30 seconds here. This is going to bring us to our side plank on the other side. So we're going to load up right forearm on the ground, left hand doing the moving. 10 seconds. I also know, at least from the people who are used to doing classes with me, you don't like listening when I say, hey, have the dumbbell in this hand. So do the opposite of whatever you did last time. 2, 1, and right forearm on the ground. Dumbbell stays close to the body. Extend up, control down. In 3, 2, 1, begin. This is not our last ground move. We have one more ground move that's going to come up in a couple of moves, but we are going to come up to standing next. So we're going to give our planks a little break here. We are coming on to our last 5 moves of the day. So we're at the tail end of the workout right now. 10 seconds here. Last 3, 2, 1. Bring it on up. We're going to be doing our split stance shoulder fly. So those of you who want to go low impact, doesn't matter which leg is back. It can be your right or your left. Shoulders forward, just do your basic shoulder fly. So that is going to be our low impact. Make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades together every time you come up. You're controlling as you come down, so don't let gravity do the work for you. If you want to keep the cardio going, every time your arms come up, switch your footing. We are going in 3, 2, 1, and shoulder fly. Begin. So either your basic shoulder fly, or switch your stance in between each one. Our next 2 moves after this, we don't need to hold on to our dumbbells, but we are going to use them just as markers. More than halfway in. We've got about 20 seconds left. We're going to set out our dumbbells just a few feet apart. Again, you can set them off to the side and just pretend that you have markers down on the ground because we're not actually using them. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to start off in front of 1. We're going to do a skater, balance, touch the dumbbell, skater, balance, touch the dumbbell. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, big lateral hop, stabilize, touch, lateral hop, stabilize, and touch. Again, low impact here. Still going as wide as you can. You can do a wide step instead of a jump, but if you've got it in you, jump as far from one side to the other as you can without running into anything or anybody. We're going to keep the dumbbells where they're at. We have about 10 seconds here. We're going to go into our last plank of the day. 5, 3, 2, 1, and again, dumbbells are just markers here. Same thing, we're going to do a plank walk from one side to the other and tap them. So from your plank, shuffle to the side, tap, shuffle back, and tap. We are going in 7 seconds. Little plank walk back and forth. 3, 2, 1, and slowly moving back and forth. Tap the dumbbell on each side. Try not to let your hands or your feet cross over each other. We're going to come up to standing. We have 2 moves left. 15 seconds here. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and come on up to standing. We're going to slow it down on this one. We're going to do our L fly, which is one to the front, one to the side. This time, instead of switching at the bottom, we're going to switch at the top. So one hand to the front, one to the side, transfer at the top, control back down. Over and down. So your arms should be staying at 90 degrees as you do the movement. In 3, 2, 1, one to the front, one to the side, Switch position, slow as you come down. Switch, come back down. Try not to let your shoulders rotate while you're doing this, and if you're feeling any tension in your lower back, stagger out your stance just a bit, but try to keep your core braced while you're going. 1, move left, you're almost done. Keep it going. Control, control, control. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and load up the dumbbells to your shoulders. You gotta find your rhythm on this one. We're gonna get low in our squat. We are going to jump and press at the same time. So get low, make sure you're not gonna hit the ceiling or any hanging lights. Squat, jump and press. Make sure you're landing soft. 3, 2, 1, and this is the last move, go. Make sure you're focusing on your breath. You are not landing with rigid legs. You are not conquering yourself in the head with the dumbbells and your arms are coming back down. If you're not jumping, you're going to tippy toes at the top. Keep moving. All that energy is coming out now. This is the tail end of it. Focus on your power coming up. All right, we're halfway in. Just kidding. 3, 2, 1, and equipment down and off to the side. That is the end of our workout. Thank you so much for working out with me today. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and as always, I miss you guys. I hope that I will be able to see you again soon. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. I'm going to see you guys again soon. Bye.